imagine every day you wake up and you hear voices in your head. You hear people talking to you, telling you what to do. Your own voices telling you to go outside, to go jump out of a car, to jump off a cliff. And you hearing things, you feel people touching you, even when there's no one there. You see things no one sees. You see someone passing by and no one else sees it. You smell things, you hear things. You may think you're going crazy. You tell someone about it, but they just dismissed it. So what do? Well, you could research it up, and what you may come up with is a disorder called paranoid schizophrenia. Paranoid schizophrenia is a disease that makes it hard to tell what is real and what's not real. Based on the survey that I've conducted, 4 out of 10 of you did not. 4 out of 10 of you know someone who suffered of it, and 8 out of 14 of you didn't know what it was. And 16 out of 30 people, 16 through 30 people, ages 16 to 30 are the people who it attacks. When you have schizophrenia, it makes it hard to interact with others. You see things. You hear voices talking to you. You're literally out of your mind. You can't control your emotions. You can't control your thoughts. You feel like you have split personality. And the first thing we'll talk about is what is schizophrenia and what it does. Schizophrenia is a disease that makes it hard to tell what is real and what's not real. It makes you imagine things that no one ever thinks. It makes you think like you're a historical figure like Jesus or Buddha. It makes you even think that you're the president. And when you see things, you break down. You don't know how to tell someone about it. Others will tell you you're crazy, and you kind of, I don't know how to say it, but you close off on people. You become agitated. You become close-minded to social people. Like, you don't interact with no one. You basically close off on your own little world because no one believes you when you see things. Second is how scientists haven't discovered exactly what is the cause of schizophrenia, but they do have theories. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, experts suspect schizophrenia comes from genes and environmental, but exact causes are still unknown. They still don't know what caused this disorder. They still don't know where it comes from, how it got there, where did it develop, but they do think some genes are prone to it and some genes are lost in. Analysis of blood samples revealed that rare and previous undetectable genetic mutations were strongly associated with the development of this disorder. So basically it's in your blood. Everybody has it. It just takes the right environmental push to bring it out of you. And based on an article by Benedict Carey published in 2008, he stated that our research shows that schizophrenia is not a single problem with a uniform solution. The disease most likely comprises a variety of related mental disorders with underlying symptoms that can differ person to person. So no two persons have the same symptoms. Like, you may have a common symptoms with others, but the treatment for it will be different. And thirdly, there are many different types of treatment for schizophrenia that are effective. Much is not known about schizophrenia today because it's a mind blown to scientists. But one of the treatments are pills that call first generation typical antipsychotics and second generation atypical antipsychotics. There are medications that are traditionally have been effective in managing delusions and hallucinations. There are pills to help tone down it's like a drug pill. It tones down your ability to see things. And another thing is psychotherapy. Psychotherapy, which is basically talking to someone about how to take care of yourself. It's a skilled mental health provider that can help you learn ways to deal with the distress and daily life challenges, and can help reduce the severity of your symptoms and improve communication skills, relationship, and work abilities. And the third treatment is electroconvulsive therapy, the ETC. It's a procedure to cause changes in brain chemistry that can reduce symptoms of certain mental illness, such as schizophrenia. But that one is not commonly used today because it's really painful. It's literally, they're shocking you with electrics in your brain that triggers like a enzyme that controls the brain chemistry. It's not used as much as it was back then, but around, they still use it. Just not as much. They usually stick to the pills and the psychotherapy. And there are much more. And in this slide, you can see the brain of a healthy person and the brain of a schizophrenic person. It slowly starts to deteriorating, slowly. And over 5 years, this could all be gone. Like, you can't think, you can't process. It's basically like Alzheimer's, but for younger ages. Okay. In conclusion, there seems to be no hope for people with the disorder because scientists haven't found any proper treatments for it. But there is hope. A lot of people have recovered, not fully recovered, but they're managing. They're able nowadays to engage with people, interact with people, work with people. And researchers are still learning and developing more effective medications and using new research tools and understanding what's the cause of schizophrenia.